have you ever heard that music makes people want to spend more money? I haven't, but I'm wondering if it's true, could it actually help you get more money for your home? When a homeowner is selling their home, there are so many different tips and tricks that they will use to make their home look better or more buyable, to make it sell faster, and even to get more money for their home. And apparently, listening to music makes people want to spend more money. And we're wondering, could this possibly help when you're selling your home? A lot of agents and realtors talk about doing things when they're showing homes or hosting an open house that will make people feel more comfortable in the home. Or when I say people, I mean buyers, or make it seem more homey, or make people more relaxed, or envision themselves in the home when they are looking at it. And music happens to be one of the things that people use for this, but it has always been thought of as a way to create a mood. So today, we're actually talking about music and the fact that it makes people want to spend more money. And this is scientifically proven, apparently. In other words, music helps boost the actual perceived value of a product. So I don't think it can hurt using it during your showings or open houses to try and get more money for your house and not just set the mood. Actually, it can be a spend more money mood. When you go to turn the music on in your home, when you're showing it or having an open house, don't just turn on any kind of music, okay? Take some things into consideration when you're doing this. First of all, what type of home do you have? An older historic home? Do you have a classic standard home? Do you have a more modern home? And whatever type of home you have, you're gonna kind of want to pick some music that goes along with the theme of your home. Another thing to take into consideration when you're selling your home and choosing music to play in your home while you're showing it is the age bracket of a buyer or buyers who are going to most likely purchase your home. Are you selling a larger home that someone, say a family that is growing, would be moving up into? Are you selling a smaller home where people buying it could possibly be downsizing? Maybe they're retirees. Are you selling a condo, townhome? You know, these are all things to take into consideration because you really want to try to put music in the home that age group is going to be more drawn to, and it will be more pleasant to them. Another thing to take into consideration is where are you selling your home? I don't think it's quite as important as a couple of the other things that I've mentioned, but you know, if you're in Texas, you know, you can throw in that country music, maybe some country classical or something that otherwise maybe wouldn't be the best choice. Or are you living in New York, California, Florida? I mean, these places could maybe bear some weight on the type of music that you play. But again, I think it's less important than some of the other things that I have already mentioned. Another thing to take into consideration, again, I think it's important, but maybe a little less important than the first things that I mentioned, is the tone you are trying to set. And what you want to do in this situation is take into consideration what season is it? What holiday is it? If it's Christmas and you want to play some light Christmas jazz or something that gives that holiday Christmas feel, I say go for it. I mean, if I'm looking at a home during Christmas and I truly have that Christmas feel in that home and it makes me feel good, it's going to be a benefit for me. I'm not going to lie. First of all, I love Christmas. So, I mean, let's just start there. But I digress. Again, these are some more things that you want to take into consideration. Again, maybe even the weather. Is it sunny outside? Is it dreary outside? You know, if it's dreary out, you may want to set a more sunny vibe with your music, something like that. Another thing to take into consideration when you're choosing to play music in your home, when you're showing it or having an open house, is how are you going to play this music? A lot of homes have a surround sound, which is great, but some homes don't, and that's okay too, because there's tons of options out there. There are tons of Bluetooth speakers, some that even speak to each other. Like you can have more than one Bluetooth speaker that are connected. You have one in one part of the house, one in the other part of the house. So there are options out there for that. So don't feel bad if you don't have that surround sound in your house. Another thing under this category is the volume. You don't want it so loud. You want it to be relaxing. You want them to be able to have a conversation and talk about how much more money they're willing to spend on this house. You don't want to shove them out the door. Another thing, you could even possibly put different types types of music in different areas or rooms of the house as long as they're not competing over each other. Another important thing to think about with this is your playlist and how long it's going to be. You want to make sure it lasts for the whole time that a buyer is in your home or the whole time that you're having an open house. So all in all, music can definitely be your best friend when you're selling your home, whether you are creating the perfect mood or you're connecting with the buyer or you're setting, the stage for the perfect atmosphere. And yes, even getting the buyer to offer you more money when they send you that contract. Thank you so much for keeping up with mine and Steph's YouTube channel, Beach Living with Jen and Steph. We have so much to offer you on our channel, whether it's about real estate, selling your home, buying a home, or just our local area in general. So please keep watching and we will see you next Thursday. Bye.